very swiftly. How long does it take you to make a written version of that?
Honestly, Arlis probably has a template that he has used before. He just needs to have it. He just needs to track down the one that is in the local language instead of whatever they speak up north. So it's just okay. What's the original again? Okay, hang on. Okay, is a copy of.
This isn't a cat license. It's just a dog license with the word dog scratched out and cat written in crayon.
I should probably give them all 15 minutes to look over.
Okay.
Like, I mean, it took me on my phone 5 minutes to write the thing that I typed.
Okay.
So.
You receive written the following. To all my friends in one. All talents must surrender to the 501st, and in so doing submit to the authority, questioning, judgment, and justice of the 501st. 2. Before doing so, they must dispose of any patterns, biomes, and weapons, and approach the representative of the 501st with hands raised. 3rd, any attempt to attack the 501st or resist detainment will result in these terms being rescinded for the individual. This is a second chance. There will not be a third. Any non-talent may disarm, leave all biomes and halos with the 501st, and depart the city in peace, at one time to be arranged between the city of Wand and the 501st. Any who choose not to depart at that time must surrender according to the same method as the talents above, or be considered enemy combatants. 5th, exact times may be negotiated. These terms will not. Arlis.
Way too many questions.
Yeah, that wasn't as much detail as I was hoping for.
You did good.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it involves nothing about not needing to swear an oath about anything for our students.
Just need questioning, just for questioning. Is that what we're for? Like, what are we surrendering for?
Before doing so, all talents must surrender to the 501st, and in so doing submit to the authority, questioning, judgment, and justice of the 501st.
The 501st.
She's
Okay.
theoretically still a representative of the realm.
Who has been sent here, as
Yeah.
far as we know, by the king.
Yeah.
But
Who has also told you that on multiple occasions they have no intent of making you swear the oath if you still trust their word.
That
Yeah.
wasn't in writing though.
That wasn't good.
that's the problem. So at this point, we have them, Ellerina opens a chat with all of the teachers who are still in the city. Because I'm assuming at this point some of them have already gone out to surrender.
Arlis, Elder Mage of the Green, Catherine Astaire, Master Mage of the Yellow, Rebecca Holbrook, Elder Hospitaller of the Green, Isabel Durant, Master Hospitaller of the Yellow, Nara Pillai, and Elder Physician Hospitaller of the Red, Sage Grayling, all came out hands up.
Would it?
Immediately?
Yeah, they
yeah.
didn't want to fight. Would it have been possible with those hospitalars to have sent any remaining patients from the hospital out with them? Basically, as they're surrendering and bringing their patients with them?
No, but they make the request that during the hour of their negotiation, if they can fetch their patients and bring them down.
Okay, because the mages could have used, or they can also.
They have mages with them. They can.
I know, that's what I'm saying, the mages can help them.
So, from that standpoint, you can evacuate the hospital.
Okay. Ellerina's going to leave it to those hospitalars that are surrendering.
Wendy is a civilian.
I am.
Yeah.
Where is she again?
She was in the kitchen.
Where do you guys want me to go? I don't know what to do.
If you stay here, we can't guarantee anything.
Okay. Do you guys need help with the students?
We might.
Okay. I can at least help with that, I guess. So I guess you
So
could be
go
underground with the students.
Yeah. Come.
Yeah, you can make your way there.
Ellerina opens a chat with the teachers, which would include talented or any non-talented, that are still in the city and are have so far chosen not to surrender.
Well, you're trying to remember that Arlis gets a text message. Your
We
terms.
just got it. I can tell.
Your terms didn't
Hold on to it.
cover
Oh,
any
tell us again.
complication of swearing oaths of a high king. Which is
Could you rephrase your statement? You said Arlis gets. Could you please correctly state the statement? Peter sins.
Ah.
Title of tonight's episode: Broken Lines.
Oh, there we go.
I'm guessing Lucas probably surrenders but swears the whole time.
Yeah, probably.
Not oath, specifically
you can-
profanities.
The content which is sent to the thing
Let
is.
Rachel say the thing before she gets.
Ellerina opens the chat and says, everyone that is on this line is currently still in the city and therefore potentially able to accept or reject the terms that we have just received. I cannot make that decision for anyone. Each person must make that individually. But I would like to know, Peter, you are the one who talked with Arlis before he wrote these terms. Is this what you discussed with him?
I didn't actually discuss precise terms. I told him to send an explicit.
Peter, in general, are these the things that you discussed with him? Having talked with him and seeing these now, do you think these look like things that people should accept?
Well, he left off the bullet point of having to swear oath to the High King.
Okay, that would be something that is missing potentially. So that is still a possibility if you go out, although you said that Arlis doesn't want anyone to swear the oath. Or he doesn't plan to make anyone.
Yes, well, we have what he said, and now we have what he sent us as written terms. I leave it as an exercise to the reader to parse that difference.
Okay.
Let he who reads understand.
So
To
At
quote
this
Matthew
time,
24.
Arlis is not sworn.
Read
the
the text.
No,
What
no.
does it say?
Arlis has not sworn the oath. As far as I understand, no one out there. Well, there's only one other talented person out there for us, David.
Mirrodin is talented, but and of course, out there now includes all of your people that just went out.
Yeah. So, in theory, those who are out now
That'd be unusual if you want.
may be swearing the oath, but as far as we know, Arlis has not. Obviously, the terms seem to indicate that there is potential wrongdoing on our part because there is the idea of being questioned and potentially, therefore, prosecuted. However, both of our sides are saying we don't want to fight, and these are the terms that give that end result. They are stronger than we are. We can hold out, but nothing lasts forever. I would be happy to hear ideas, but I will not make any plans known until we have divided of those who are going out and those who are staying in, because we cannot share our plans with anyone who will be going out.
Nimue messages Julian and asks her what she wants to do.
I don't want to go out unless you, Ellerina's group sends me out.
Why would we send you out?
I will not send anyone out. I cannot go out. I have already been declared a traitor to the realm.
I'm
Therefore,
willing to
anybody-
test the waters if there could be some, if it would be useful.
The terms are promising, and I do trust some of the people that we know in the 501st. You have heard what I have said, that I believe there is a shadow at work out there. Therefore, anything you see may be distorted. But we don't know for sure what any of these paths will lead to. Whatever we do, at some point, we have to leave Wand. But you have to choose which way you want to leave it.
When Alethea was talking, Meru made it clear that there was no intention of us being forced to swear this new oath.
Arlis is covenantally aligned with, what's his name?
Tiberius?
Tiberius,
He said he was
Did he-
not.
Isn't he?
He said he wasn't sworn.
Neither is Mirrodin. Because
I'm
Emily's gonna
worried
back
that
you up.
Arlis is deceived by Tiberius.
Into what?
Making the realm into human kingdom?
Okay. From what I could see, everything that's happened up until this point was to defend Mary's life. And you saw what happened. If I saw what happened to her happen to you, I'd be doing exactly what he's doing right now.
Are you inclined to go submit to this?
I'm just saying that I
Yes, I-
trust Arlis more than I trust Tiberius, and honestly, given what's happened, again, something is wrong. I don't know what it is, but I think that we both sides need to find out, if possible. And I think that he's being as reasonable as can be expected right now. I'm not sure that I would be this reasonable right now.
How do you think the others do you have a sense that you think everyone's okay with surrendering to you?
Everyone's opinion of Arlis is different.
I've just been in the mode of trying to plan an escape, so it's hard to change gears.
I know. I get it. If we're going to escape, it's going to require a minimum of 8 hours of fending these forces off, which we can potentially do, but we can't guarantee it won't be without loss of life.
I need to talk to my father first.
Okay.
I'll call you back.
Status on the message I sent to Arlis.
It is sent. It is, what is it, like received?
Received.
Delivered.
Delivered.
Yeah, we're sitting there going,
And was that basically a text message or a spoken message? No. In any case, it's just what is for the dramatically, what is the format that you wanted to send it in? Voicemail or text?
First would actually be, try call first.
Goes to voicemail.
Leaves the message.
Okay.
Sends, and then takes that recording, transcribes the text, and sends
Sends
it.
that. Okay.
And that was, I did that after reading the terms before discussion started. It was like that was an immediate missing thing. So at plus 5 minutes from that, interrupt if I have to, because there's too many things going on at once, because I have to mesh all these back into real time. If I must interrupt the elder hospitaler, I do, and say I immediately reached out to Arlis by text and voice, and there's been no reply for 5 minutes. Do we have a civilian that we could send out with written request for clarification? Because it's too important to...
yes, there are currently multiple people who are in the process. I'm assuming they've gone out and say, can we bring out our patients, and they've come back. There are multiple hospitalars, mages, and others who are in the process of ferrying out all of the patients from the hospital.
Then
You can send it with one of them.
Then I suggest you also add any addenda, such as what might happen to you, because Arlis may or may not be bothering to listen to the High King, but since we're sending a message out anyway, you can always ask.
Does that include me?
Just takes time. Time is ticking.
If you wish to add that, that is fine. I expect no mercy.
The short word, your terms make no mention of oaths to the High King. What is the stance on that? Your terms make no mention of the Elder Hospitaller of the Realm, who has been, without a trial, declared a traitor to the realm. What is her disposition under you?
Assuming at least 10 minutes at this point has gone by since people have had conversations. Elerina again asks the question, where do each of you wish to go? Now is the time to decide. We cannot have big long discussions about this.
I'm staying with Julian and fighting.
I, as Alethea, say, I'm staying inside.
Christopher agrees.
If you wish to hamstring the cherub,
almost literally underground is a good place to be.
Well, I appreciate strategy. That is not currently the question. We cannot talk about strategy until we know who is staying and who is going. Are you staying inside, Peter, or are you going out? You're the one who spoke with Arlis about these terms. I don't know if that means you trust them more. Do you wish to stay or go?
I need more information and I'm thinking how to get it because they're perfectly reasonable for values thereof terms, which ignore the fact that he unleashed them all. Okay, he's in league with the shadow, if not given over to it entirely.
Then
I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Stop that.
Okay.
I leave the line.
I can't.
Peter, at this point,
I
we don't
can't.
need those things. We simply need to know, are you staying or are you going? Because then we start to strategize.
I basically leave a note of call me
Call
back
me.
when we're actually talking about strats.
Do.
I am not surrendering myself to a Palant Knight or anyone who is still under the direct authority of Tiberius.
Okay. Others?
Is there anyone that goes out?
I guess that's an easier question.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's an easier question.
Yeah, because if you don't go out, you have decided to stay.
David, the other thing Ellerina does, she's with all the students, so she doesn't need to send them a message, but she gathers them in that time and says, this is the situation. You may choose to go out, and most likely you will need to swear oath to the High King again, or you can stay with us, and we will do everything we can to protect you and get you out first, and try to protect you from them, but there's no guarantee.
Players, you have your students that are still alive. All of you that have students that are still alive.
Yep.
You're responsible for those students.
No.
The question is, what decision do your students make?
Sugar Shack.
I already know my students.
Sylvia goes.
So it goes. Okay.
My students,
Oh,
the Mage.
What? Oh, yours goes? Oh no.
There was no doubt in her she didn't even hesitate.
But the guns are pointed in this direction. I want to be on the other side of the guns.
So as my student who survived, which we have not established or talked about in the game, is the great granddaughter of Ellerina. She is not moving.
Oh no, I didn't do that.
Yep.
No, Rachel.
Yep. I was like, I don't even have to roll for that.
Yeah,
No.
came and goes.
Okay,
The students are going?
Laura.
Yeah.
Um,
Tell me, am I reporting who leaves?
yeah.
The people that staying are going to be kind of trying to escape.
Escape.
They're gonna try to fend off and then escape and not be caught.
So you.
It is important that these names
So
be
now
remembered.
you have to tell me because I've been declared the reporter of events.
Why don't we start with those that are leaving?
Yeah.
Yeah. Juno.
Oh boy. She's a hospitaler.
She's a hospitaler and she carries a gift. A blessing.
Oh.
The blessing of Paraclete.
Maybe we
I don't
go
know.
50-50. So it's
Yeah, it's
basically
50-50.
in that group.
It is important because historically they will show up. The people that go out will show up in the later campaign.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Oh, no.
I'm black.
And they will have gone to Tamarin.
No.
They might even have red bam.
Well,
Yeah.
so
I talked to my dad.
I'll be watching them go. So let me know if I
Well, we
see
haven't
anything.
negotiated. the
I will.
time.
I will have information for you. Anyway, you talk to your dad.
Yes, through Sue, hand my dad the phone, basically. You
Yes,
know,
okay.
You know how it goes. Put the halo on my dad. Are you aware? Did you hear? Are you with? Huh.
None of those
There's a lot
like
of guys
sauce.
out there with guns. I heard bangs and
Are
booms.
you with the elder? What are you? Hospitaler? What is she?
The elder hospitaler. At the moment, yes, I am with your
Okay.
mother and your grandmother and
Okay.
our children, except for you.
So 10.
Yes.
I need you to go. I need you to take them.
Is now a good time to go home?
Yeah. Yeah, you should take them home.
Okay. Is there anyone else that might go with us that is not a talent?
I don't know. I don't know. Ask Elvina. I'm sure there's a couple people in town still, or people from the hospital. You can go with them. I think we still need to negotiate a time for everyone to walk out. But you can't take weapons with you.
We can at least go to the lower city and go outside the circle of conflict.
Mm-hmm. No, I need you to go all the way. I can't. You can't protect me. And it's not about you. It's not about you as a father. It's just...
I'll get the family out.
Okay. I have this stone. I can find you. I'll find you.
I believe you. We'll be at home. Elder Hospitalar, is there anyone? I and my family are leaving now. Is there anyone who will go outside the circle of combat? Is there anyone else I should take with me?
Certainly anyone that wants to. I would ask you to take my family as well. My great-granddaughter is going to stay with me, but her parents and her siblings are here too. They are not talented, but please do not tell anyone who they are.
I'll take him.
I trust you.
He goes. Arlis.
Yes.
There is traffic out of the city approaching the 501st. All who approach are bailmless, hands up. There isn't a lot of organization within the city right now because,
Understandable.
and so you get a fair number of people that approach that basically say, "This looks like it's getting a little ugly. This is not our fight."
Be on your way.
There you go. So yeah, basically, 501st calls back to you and says, "What can we do here?" We can confirm. Mirden can confirm these aren't talents.
Yeah. If they're not talents and haven't taken any aggressive, hostile action that we're aware of, then they're absolutely
Free to
go.
There you go.
By the way, Julianne, do you want to talk to Mirden?
I don't think it's safe right now.
Julianne, do you not trust Mirden?
I trust him.
Okay, I just want to know, because if this comes into a fight, if I end up face to face with Mirden...
I didn't run away from you.
Okay, alright, I just want to know what my boss wants, because I'm a little confused right now.
Are we waiting to see if we get some sort of response to your...
No.
What? Okay.
At least Ballerina's not.
Yeah.
Anyone...
The written message went out with the first one out the gate.
Okay.
Right, so...
Alright, I don't know. At this point, then, we know who's staying in, we know who's going out. In general, we do want to know what each other is doing. But what I need to tell you guys is that we don't want Arlis/Joseph to know. There's a second way out of the city.
Oh.
There's a second way out to the river that is under Queen's College. It is a place that Arlis would not have been. It is going to be going against the current, therefore it's harder to get out. But I would propose that we hold the entrances, all the entrances to the underways, so they don't know where we're going. I would like to send the students out immediately. It's going to take them about an hour at least to get out. We're going to need to send some people with them. I propose any of my mages elevate the mantles of the students so that they can actually use real magistry and use mage propulsion to get down the river. We want to send them out as quickly as possible, and we're going to be covering for them, and then bit by bit we're going to need to start going down that ourselves. We're going to have to leave whoever is fastest last.
I have your earth.
Okay. The problem is, as soon as we stop fighting, they're going to start looking for us in the different buildings. So we need to look like we're falling back into the buildings. And then we need to set as many traps to slow them down so they don't realize that we're not here. So we need to hold the walls as long as we can.
We should set those now.
Yes, we need to set all the things that we can now. Hold the walls until you can't. Hold the entrances to the underways until you can't. And set as many traps as you can along the way. And as each group is able to get to that point, go and go as fast as you possibly can. You're going to be swimming against current. So please think about now what you can do. Let us pray that I am right, that he does not know about this exit. I do want to send at least a couple talented with the students. So,
Alikia would be a good choice.
okay, Peter might as well. I will not, again, we are in a situation where I give direction, but I am not in charge. I am not a commander. Some of you know more of strategy than I do. I will defend to the utmost. Believe me.
I have a means of buying time. However, it will need to wait until everybody is along the river.
Okay? You do not need to tell us what it is. Just do it. When you're sure we're clear.
Yes. I will need some sort of signal.
Okay. We will have to wait and see how it unfolds and who ends up being last. But each person should ping you when they leave.
Yana,
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're going to send the last.
Yeah, probably.
Ping me the moment you're out of the underway.
I wanted to add that it is a privilege and a joy to have worked with all of you. I am encouraged to see so many not willing to submit. I understand why they do. Our realm is falling apart. But God is always gracious in the middle of judgment, while his people remain.
Just want to remind you that the people we're fighting, a lot of them are Christian brothers and sisters. So this is defense, and we're trying not to cause unnecessary death. And I think I should stay with you.
No.
Because I believe
No.
I could be swiftly.
I need you to protect the students. I will be able to do my job best if you go with the students. My job is protecting you. You're my
I
greatest
definitely
friend.
defer to your judgment here.
You're my greatest friend. The greatest service you can do to me right now is to defend the students.
You and Alikia could be in the front with the students. And I will start to send others down behind you. That way they at least have a hospitaler. They have your gifts. And your defender to help. Do not forget, all of you who are in here are bound by a greater crown than Tiberius. It means something. Don't forget to call on it. Both the crown of Christ in prayer and the crown that Julian